This is Dr. X.H. Balthazar. I'm broadcasting once again to present my findings from the world of the uncanny. Hello again, listeners. During my hiatus, I received a few more tapes of EOIs from our longtime contributor, Zed. It was a larger package than last time. I have little idea how or when Zed collected these records, as no letter was attached. I am not surprised at this, however, as Zed must take every sort of precaution in order to keep himself safe. It is a part of our trade. Scanning the labels of these recordings, I noticed a heftier tin entitled Char Man. This piqued my interest, so I placed the tape in my machine. Upon completion, I knew this would be an ideal story to share with you all. Yet before I play it, I must introduce the setting for this odd occurrence. According to my research, this event took place near Ojai, California, a small city in Ventura County. The area has a legend concerning the natural phenomena of wildfires that affect the townspeople almost every year. The destruction and decimation caused by these blazes have destroyed many homes and indeed many lives. Yet there are some who suspect one man was somehow able to survive the flames. On the recording, you will hear the voices of Andy, a single father, and his two children, Lily and Rob. They were going camping on a hot summer night.
Wow, you guys did such a great job with the fire. Look at it.
Lily did most of it.
They taught us how to make a fire in the Girl Scouts last summer.
I can see that. Who's hungry?
Me!
Me.
Today's special is 100% beef wieners toasted on an open fire with a side of crispy potatoes.
You mean hot dogs and chips?
My way sounds better. Anyways, everyone take a stick and commence roasting.
Dad, can we tell scary stories?
Depends on how scary, Lily. Remember that Rob and me can't be too scared or we won't be able to sleep.
I'm not scared.
Come on, Dad. Let me tell a story I learned in Girl Scouts.
Okay, but don't let your hot dog burn.
Okay, I won't. One summer, many years ago, a boy and his father were out camping in the forest, just like we're doing right now. They were having a great time together, fishing and swimming and canoeing, when one day they were caught in a terrible wildfire. They tried to run away, but they found that they were surrounded on all sides, and they were burned alive.
Wow.
I think this isn't a good story for kids, Lily.
Wait, I'm almost finished. The next day, the police found the body of the boy, totally burnt to a crisp. But the father's body was never located. Some people say that he was burned up completely, but other people say that he was burned all over his body. He survived the burns. It was so horrible and painful that he went totally crazy. And the legend is that he still roams these woods looking for his lost son.
Do you know his name?
The Char Man.
Lily, your hot dog is going to be a char dog if you don't take it out of the fire.
It's tastier that way.
Oh, what is that?
What?
Over there? I saw something.
See what you did, Lily? You scared him.
Rob, don't be a baby.
I really saw something.
Don't worry, buddy. There's lots of little critters in the forest at night.
It was big.
Oh,
What?
there was something moving out there.
Could it have been an animal? It's probably a squirrel.
No, Dad.
Maybe it was some other campers. Hello? Anyone there? Holy shit. Okay, guys, don't freak out. It might be a bear who smelled our delicious dinner. But we prepared for this, remember? We have bear spray.
I remember.
Great. Now, Lily, can you run and get the spray from the tent while I stay with Rob?
Where is it?
The outer pocket of my big suitcase. How's it going in there, Lil?
I can't find it. Where did you say it was?
Outer pocket of my suitcase.
What does it look like?
Like a can of bug spray. Oh, for
I
Christ's sake.
can't find it.
Hold on, I'll be right there.
Guys, smells really bad.
Jesus, it does. Don't worry, buddy. Rob? Rob?
Rob?
Where's Rob? Where's Rob? Rob?
Fire everywhere.
Calm down, it's okay. Get the buckets of water and put it out. I'm going for your brother. Rob! Rob! Oh my God.
The story on the tape stops there, but I was so intrigued that I performed my own investigation of the incident. This investigation necessitated that I interview both the father, Andy, and his daughter, Lily. The rest of the night went as follows. Firefighters and police officers arrived within 20 minutes of Andy's call and commenced to both put out the brush fire and to search for the missing boy. In both endeavors, the emergency responders were successful. Rob was found several miles from the original campsite, unconscious, roughed up, but essentially healthy.
Police assumed that a bear had caught him and dragged him through the forest before deciding to let him go. However, his clothes were not torn in a way that a bear claw would have done. The next day, when the boy awoke, the mystery only deepened. He was clearly traumatized and could not respond to the questions directed at him, either by the police or his family. For weeks on end, he merely looked around with wide eyes and a vacant expression, hardly eating and barely sleeping, totally unable to communicate what he saw. Andy eventually enlisted the help of a child psychologist to assist Rob work through the trauma. In his sessions, the psychologist had Rob draw to express himself. Throughout the catalog sketches, one figure was recurrent. A man with blackened and bloody skin surrounded by flames. After months of counseling, Rob eventually started speaking again, although he refused to speak about the events of that evening. Whenever asked, he would insist he had no memory of it at all. He may have indeed been telling the truth, as he often seemed genuinely confused as to what was being asked. Yet signs of his trauma persisted. To this day, he retains a deathly fear of fire and cannot even stand the sight of a fireplace or a gas stove. This leads to the obvious question. Could Rob have been abducted by the legendary Char Man, mentioned by Lily in her story? It seems quite unbelievable that anyone could survive being burnt all over their body, much less be running around as this figure is described as doing. And yet, during my research, I stumbled upon a case that replicates what happens in the legend exactly. In 1944, a man and his son were reported killed by a forest fire near Ojai, though only the son's body was ever recovered. The legend of the Char Man sprang up shortly after that event. Obviously, more research is required to delve into this extraordinary event. That is all I have for my broadcast this evening. Be sure to tune in soon, as I plan to share more of these stories in my own investigations of the unknown and the uncanny. So for now, goodbye and good night.